Welcome to the world of cryptocurrencies, where news turns into opportunities and markets are constantly in motion. Are you ready to explore the latest developments and hottest trends in the industry? This is your gateway to the latest cryptocurrency news. Join us as we break down the latest developments, market insights, and game-changing innovations. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to stay updated. We recently had the release of the entire Apple VR headset, and we are going through unprecedented times. I would say we are now literally living in the future, and if you combine this with the fact that many of the bad actors were eliminated from space in the previous cycle, it seems that the odds are in favor of Bitcoin doing better. So, knowing all the facts, how can you actually capitalize on the opportunity at hand and protect yourself from getting ruined? First, let's choose a narrative. In these videos, I go through a lot of different narratives. Find the one that makes sense to you and try to focus on no more than 2 or 3 of them. Look, I've seen many investors make the mistake in the cryptocurrency markets of wanting to learn everything, whether it's about NFTs, whether to be long or short, leverage trading, or even just trying to understand every single narrative that emerges. I think you end up overloading yourself, and it boils down to that saying, you become a jack of all professions but master of none. The next way to win in this bull market seems so simple, but it's a reminder that I know so many people need to hear, and that is that you really need to enjoy the process. Look, if this bull market lasts for the next 12 to 18 months, it's going to be difficult for you to succeed if every waking moment makes no sense to you and is exhausting, and you're putting yourself through something that you genuinely don't enjoy. I think cryptocurrencies themselves can be really fun. If you don't understand the NFT market, stand back and look at something even simpler, like general DeFi or some of the larger Layer 1 projects. From here you have your narratives, you know what you want to focus on. Are you enjoying your chosen niche? Well, from here you want to trade like a robot. We talk about this often, but you want to have a plan for every trade, and you need to stick to it. Many times I've seen new investors completely lose everything because they panic, get emotionally attached to certain projects, and usually when they're up $1,000, the next thing on most people's minds is, okay, let me make money. $10,000, $20,000, and it only goes further. So when I say trade like a robot, it means don't get greedy. Think of all the investors in the last bull market who waited too long to sell and missed the opportunity to double or triple their portfolio. Learn to take profit. At the end of this video, I'll talk about my personal exit strategy to make this much easier, but there will be so much importance for you in learning to trade like a robot. Take away the emotions. If you are about to enter this market this year, the next important thing is to do your research. Each of you, no matter if you put $1 million into the market, $1,000, or even just $10, you should all find a way to research the projects you invest in. Look, if that means I'm going to watch a Brian Young video, examine his choices, and then look at their tokenomics, that's not bad. But there are people who literally take on the space by investing in just the first project they see on Twitter or that their friend Sam from university mentions. Finally, if you want to make a lot of money, it's very simple. You have to get into the narratives before the small investors and all the other investors in the space arrive. Look, right now I think we're still at the beginning. In the previous bull market, I only remember the audience we were getting, and it's still a fraction of that. Even now, if I go to Google Trends and type crypto to see where we're trending, we're at 14. Imagine, in the previous market surge when Bitcoin was hitting its all-time high, we were at 100. We're not even halfway there now, and I tell you that at least all the analytics we do here on the YouTube channel, the real money of small investors, he hasn't entered yet. Now, let's move on to the top 10 altcoins that can make you at least a 10x, and let me start by telling you this. The list I have is well over 10 altcoins, and the list I have can make well over 10x. I bet at the end of this cycle we can look back and realize that a number of these cryptocurrencies too manage to grow by 20, 30, 40, or even some of them, if they can really get lucky, reach that 100x level. Before we start, let me tell you that cryptocurrencies are crazy. It's crazy, it's all very risky, very speculative, and most new investors will lose everything. That's why I encourage each of you to always do your research. By the way, to be as transparent as possible, in all of these videos I've listed every cryptocurrency I've ever purchased or participated in below in the description. Obviously, with a channel the size of mine, I will have crypto opportunities that want me to get into sell as soon as they buy. So if you ever have weird hunches, like, you know something is wrong, trust your instincts. Usually guys, if you feel something is wrong, it's because it is. Below in the description, guys, I have a list of all my token holdings and any companies I managed to get into soon. You can see it as the blockchain, completely transparent and public. Well, moving on to the narratives for this year, here's what I think is heating up. First of all, last year we saw NFTs, Layer 1, DeFi, metaversal coins all exploding. We had some game coins like Axie Infinity, Sandbox, there were a handful. Gala Games, they were all having great blowjobs. The difference back then was that those games weren't really that great and people were more excited about the fact that a crypto game was coming out and there was a way to earn money by playing a video game. It was amazing. But I think in this current season investors are able to see through that, and now the plays that I'm personally looking at are the ones that are venture capital funded, actually have a very good concept, or are the ones that are still active in development in the space and their project developers are not in this just to make a quick cash grab and then let the project die. By the way, this happens very often in crypto and will become even more common this year, so for anyone new, if you don't know what a game is, it's very simple. For traditional games you put money and your time, basically your life, in a game and you get nothing in return. When it comes to crypto games, you can invest time and what you get in return is money. I just mentioned G games now, I've invested in this past cycle. I still think they're great because I didn't have time to play 100 different games and a lot of them, like Ovium for example, released all these trailers and movies that looked great but you couldn't even play it. With Gala Games I actually played more games, was able to purchase skins and thought, well, I see some potential here. So this is one of the cryptos that has a pretty large market cap, but I still see them able to go up. Gala Games is actually under several other cryptocurrencies currently, and one project we mentioned in our last video that is blowing up was Beam. When it comes to crypto games, you can invest in the game itself or you can invest in the infrastructure where these games will be built. I made this play with Beam a while ago, mentioned it to our Discord group. At the time it was a penny, now it has doubled. Many of our members are in profit. We look forward to seeing you in the next part of the video. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of cryptocurrencies. If you found this overview useful, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the latest news and updates from the world of cryptocurrencies. Continue to explore, learn, and invest wisely. See you next time.